Hi, I'm Ronnie Cho here at Square One. So as we know, we live in a very crowded media environment. It's not just what's on social media. We're watching TV while we're scrolling on Twitter. We're getting emails, we're getting text messages. We're getting bombarded by a lot of things. So what's very, very important is that you have something we call message discipline. So you're staying on message of who you are and what you're doing and what you're running for. If no one reads anything else about you, you need to make sure that they get the message that you want them to have. So if you are a nurse who works on public health and you're running for Congress, those are the things that you want people to know. Do not worry about playing this whack-a-mole of all the different issues out there, all the different credentials you have that make you qualified for this office. You have to make it very, very quick and brief that who you are, what you're running for, and what makes you outstanding for this role. So part of the messaging when we talk about being on message and having message discipline is not only being consistent in how you talk about yourself and the things that you want to do, but it's also being able to take in input, to listen to the community, be responsive to what the community needs are. So you are not only qualified and you're motivated to run, but you're also responding to an issue that's acutely important to your community and your neighborhood. Be open to receiving that input, but figure out a way to turn that into part of the narrative that you're describing yourself as you're running for office. So when you're designing a communication strategy, it's important to have some consistency across the board. And that includes not only the words that you use, but the graphics, the design language. Having a communication strategy that augments your authenticity, that supports your values, the energy that you're putting forth, all of those things need to be taken into consideration. There's something we call earned media. So that's anything that you read from a reporter in your local paper, a national profile about your favorite candidate or elected official. The purpose of having a nice profile in the New York Times or a national media outlet is probably for fundraising. It's to be exposed to different people who may be aligned with you politically, who want to have an opportunity to support you, but they're probably not an angle to get many votes there. Local press, on the other hand, is a little bit more intimate. It's going to be very more specific. People are going to be more familiar with the nuances of the issues you're talking about through a local press lens. So it's very, very important that your messages are consistent, that you aren't going to be criticized for saying one thing to a national outlet and another thing to a local outlet. For the record, the media is not the enemy. If a reporter trusts and has a relationship with you, they're going to be able to have more favorable, honest coverage. If you're going to be cagey and hostile to them, well, that also is going to reflect in how they write about you. So it's important that you stay disciplined. Anything that you say to a reporter, you have to preface it by making sure it's on the record or off the record. That's very, very critically important. It can be nerve-wracking to speak on the record to a reporter. You're maybe worried about speaking out of turn or stumbling over your words, entirely natural. But the more that you do it, the better and more comfortable you'll be speaking to a reporter. But it's important that you're selective with your time and strategic about who you're going to be speaking to.